Welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. If we haven't met, my name is Dr. Pamela Frank. I am a licensed naturopathic doctor in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I love supporting people who are motivated to improve their health. I am driven to help you remove compromises from your life so you can experience and achieve all of your weight loss and health goals and aspirations, and most importantly, maintain them. I've been a naturopathic doctor for the last 20 plus years and received many Best ND awards. If you have any questions during our time together, please feel free to post them in the comments, and I will do my best to respond quickly. While we're all accustomed to hearing ways that claim to help you lose weight quickly, the reality is that the majority of these methods are either unhealthy, unnatural, or unsustainable. More often than not, they will be all three. How many times have you felt like you were making progress in your weight loss goals, only to find your efforts go to waste as anything lost piles right back on once you take your mind away from it? The issue here is not just the lose weight, gain weight cycle. It's the energy and effort you're wasting each time it happens, and each time you're stressing out about returning yourself from one of these extremes. Finding a happy middle ground is key if you're to achieve any kind of sustainable weight loss. Just as it's not healthy to never exercise and never eat whole foods, it's also damaging to over-exercise and obsess over eating well. I'm sure many of you have experienced with one or more of these extremes. I'm interested to know how you relate to this. If you'd like to share your experience, please let me know in the comments. Only 20% of dieters who lose weight on a diet end up keeping it off in the long term. With the current obesity stats as they are in the world today, this figure is just too low to be helpful in any way to those struggling to improve their health. Why is it this way? With such varying arrays of mixed messages in the media regarding what is healthy and what will work to achieve sustainable weight loss, it's easy to see how so many people have wound up misled and confused. We need to shift the focus away from achieving numbers and sizes and start to focus more on achieving health. When you shift your focus towards achieving optimum health, instead of lowering your weight to fit some idea of what you think it means to be healthy, you allow yourself the space to cultivate balance in your life. Balance means to find a healthy, achievable, and sustainable lifestyle change that also supports and promotes weight loss where necessary. This helps people sustain their weight loss. You'll find the more you bring your body back into balance and incorporate healthy habits into your everyday life, the less you need to focus on the actual process of losing weight. Your body will balance itself out over time, eventually settle at a natural weight, which, if you're overweight or have a few extra pounds, will appear similar to losing weight. It's not just a balance in the foods you eat, however. It's a balance between activity, rest, food, and other lifestyle factors that are part of your daily routine, which successfully helps you achieve sustainable weight loss. Being honest with yourself about negative eating habits or non-existent exercise regimens and doing something to actively change this, not just once, but consistently over a period of time, is the best way to ensure lasting weight loss, forming new habits, and gradually shaping a brand new lifestyle. There are numerous reasons for this, and as all body types and lifestyles are different, it's hard to generalize. There are some common factors which have been experienced by a large number of dieters, however. Restrictive diets. Extreme calorie restriction can play havoc on your metabolism and upset your hormones, which help regulate your appetite. Both of these things can contribute to weight gain, as a slower metabolism is notorious for causing excess pounds to pile on. The hormones being disrupted would only add to this. The wrong mindset. Thinking of a diet as a quick fix instead of a long-term solution, or also thinking of a diet as the only thing necessary to cultivate a healthy, balanced life, is the number one place where people go wrong in their attempts to achieve lasting weight loss. The key is to change the mindset first, then to focus on the rest. and habits versus rules. Dieters often follow rules, the concept of which can be discouraging to anyone used to being a little bit more flexible in their eating patterns. The ironic part of this is that a healthy, balanced relationship between food and exercise is by nature very flexible, and so the strict regulations and restrictions of diets are proved completely unnecessary and unproductive. Adding more protein to your diet alongside a good balance of other vital nutrients has been proven to assist with weight loss. The reason for this is that protein contains amino acids, which are highly effective at breaking down, helping you feel full, increasing your metabolism, and helping with digestion. A diet high in protein will also help you feel fuller for longer, meaning that food cravings will be reduced and any tendency to overeat or binge eat will be less likely to occur. Breakfast like a king. Eating a breakfast high in protein is the key to ensuring you're set up for a productive, energized, and nutrient-filled day, as it will keep you full for longer and give your body the kickstart it needs to start metabolizing. This means digesting both the food you eat and whatever experiences your day has to offer you. Good examples of high-protein breakfasts include chia seed pudding, which is a lighter option. Again, making this with nut milk is a great way to add protein. Sprinkling chia seeds on anything really is a good way to increase your protein. Any dish that includes eggs, avocados, spinach, and other greens are guaranteed to satisfy your protein needs. Even leftovers from dinner the night before can make a good high-protein breakfast. For a no-strings-attached healthy eating and weight loss experience, it's vital to increase your consumption of single-ingredient and whole foods. By doing this, you automatically eliminate the added processed additives and preservatives or mystery ingredient food, which do not lend themselves to weight loss. Think of it this way: if you can barely pronounce them or list the components verbally, then how on earth is your body supposed to process and recognize them? The simpler the compounds of our foods, the easier it is for your body to digest them. Not only this, but the benefits of said whole foods will also be maximized, as the positive nutrients will not have to be extracted from the bad in order for your body to benefit from them. Whole foods such as brown rice, beans, legumes, most fruits and vegetables, and nuts and seeds also tend to be very filling, while reducing the risk of overconsumption and also providing us with many essential nutrients we need to thrive. Whole foods are one of the things you can consume as part of or as a complete diet to experience the natural side effects of weight loss. Placing your attention and energy towards ensuring the foods you eat are as whole as possible instead of as low carb or as low calorie as possible is definitely a more effective way of achieving lasting weight loss and feeling like an overall more healthy version of you. I don't mean just stocking up your cupboard with healthy whole foods. I mean stocking up your handbag, gym bag, backpack, whatever you carry with you regularly and will have access to if the nibbles hit you. Snacking should not be seen as a negative thing. It helps with portion control, slower, more mindful eating, and also with digestion. Our bodies are on rotation to need and expect something to digest every 3 or 4 hours, depending on whether the portions we eat have been balanced and nourishing. This means that having some healthy whole food snacks on hand to rely on can mean the difference between binging at dinner time or eating just enough to satiate you through until breakfast the next morning. Which option sounds more sustainable? Have you been conditioned to view snacking as a bad thing? Why do you think this? Please let me know in the comments. This one goes without saying, but do we understand why? Sugar is one of the founding pillars of unwanted weight gain and has become increasingly disruptive at sneaking itself into the foods that we consume. It's everywhere, it's unavoidable, and there are so many kinds that it can be difficult to know which kinds are considered okay or even slightly better than others to eat. There are so many studies on the effects of sugar intake on weight gain, on weight loss, on heart health, on mental health, and pretty much every aspect of the word health you can think of. The results are pretty conclusive and have led to a general fear of the S word among health professionals. One interesting take on the sugar debate is to consider whether it is the sugar itself or the quantity of the food consumed which is responsible for the weight gain. The word excess is key to developing an understanding of this. While it's obvious that consuming an excess of anything is generally considered to contribute to weight gain, the empty calories which sugar contains, meaning they carry little to no nutritional or satiation value at all, mean that it is more than associated with weight gain than other foods. Drinking more water also contributes to lasting weight loss, and is a habit we can easily form, as the benefits can be felt almost immediately. Not only does increasing water intake improve your digestion, but it has also been known to reduce your hunger cravings, shifting your focus away from needing food, as a lot of the time our bodies really just need more water. By replacing other calorie-laden drinks with water, you can also reduce the number of liquid calories you consume. And, as we've already established, straight weight loss merely is about achieving a deficit in calorie intake. Many health professionals will recommend the standard 8 glasses a day as the minimum requirements of water intake. However, this number is honestly completely general, and optimum water intake varies so hugely from one person to another that it's impossible to put a label on the amount you should consume. Some say consume half your body weight in water. These variables range according to activity levels, food intake, climate, exercise, environment, and other health issues or requirements. Pregnant or breastfeeding mothers need more than those purely seeking to hydrate themselves through a busy day at the office, for example. In the end, as with many health and weight loss concerns, the key is establishing how much water you should be drinking is simply to become more aware of your requirements and your body type. Listening to your body and taking into account your activity levels on a given day, which fluctuate as frequently as your energy levels, will help you decipher when you need to hydrate and when you need to eat, etc. So you should be focusing on awareness more than anything. This is a pretty obvious one, yet still people tend to neglect the nutritional power of fruit and vegetables to help you fill up and stop you craving the sugary, high-carb foods which won't help the weight loss. The benefits of consuming more fruits and vegetables are endless. They are full of countless nutrients, minerals, and also assist with digestion and gut health. They are full of water, which helps you reach that ever-elusive water need. Most fruits and vegetables are also low in fat, high in antioxidants, and high in density, meaning you feel fuller faster. Research shows we tend to eat the same volume or weight of food every day, regardless of its calorie content. So if you want to lose weight, it's crucial to stick to lower calorie foods to make up this volume. And that's where fruit and vegetables play an important part in a weight loss diet. Many fruits and vegetables weigh a lot, which adds bulk to our diet. The difference here between other heavier foods is that veggies are much lower in calorie content. This isn't the case with dried fruit, however. The lower density with dried fruit means that it becomes easier to consume more than single portions, increasing the caloric intake and also the danger of overeating. Just something to be aware of if you like snacking on dried fruit. In controlled portions, it's great, but just be careful of overeating it. Getting enough sleep is a vastly underrated feature of a healthy, balanced lifestyle that is vital for anyone seeking to lose weight and balance out calorie consumption. When you think about it energetically, your body only has enough energy stored to last a certain amount of time. Where this energy goes is dependent on your daily activity rate, metabolism, and other external factors. If you have more energy, it can be more generously distributed towards your metabolism, enabling it to digest your food properly and have some left over for daily tasks. If you've suffered a lack of sleep and are feeling tired all the time, one of the first things the body naturally does is call on places where an increased supply of energy is available, and those two things are sleep and food. Studies have shown that it's easier to overeat and engage in unconscious eating when you're tired, as it's your body's way of trying to make up for lost energy. The bottom line here is that including sleep in your quest to improve your overall health and lose weight is almost as important a factor as the food you eat. If you don't want to get tempted to eat that little bit more at every meal to give you a boost, make sure you get it in the form of a good night's sleep. Another thing which can impact energy levels and weight loss in a similar manner to our sleep patterns are our stress levels. No matter what your job is, chances are some element of work or daily life will cause you a certain level of stress, and this is normal for us all. When it becomes significantly increased, however, we can begin to lose precious energy that could be used elsewhere, such as on our metabolism or in our personal lives, to the excess stress. Many people deal with this negatively by stress eating or emotionally abusing food to avoid having to deal with whatever stressor presents itself at the moment. Only by being honest with ourselves about the source of our stress or emotional pain and dealing with it accordingly and sufficiently can we hope to overcome tendencies to overindulge in food. Food is a substance just as much as anything, alcohol, caffeine, drugs. The only difference with food is that it's a vital component for our bodies to stay alive and healthy. Therefore, we must learn how to properly balance our relationship with it in a way that's not only healthy, but sustainable as well. Balancing out your weight and aiming to reset to a steady, healthy relationship with food is the best way to hope to obtain a lower weight naturally and sustain it for longer. Intermittent fasting, a relatively new phenomenon in the health and weight loss world. Intermittent fasting has become a new way to go about how we interact with food. The general theory is that you eat relatively unrestrictedly for a period of varying length, followed by a counteracting period of fasting. This gives your body and blood sugars time to regulate and settle back to near natural states before being subjected to digestion stress again. Fasting can be traced back to various religious lineages, which advocate periods of fasting or intermittent fasting as part of cleansing methods to purify the body. Buddhists, for example, regularly fast in the evenings and do not eat a meal after noon, with the intent being to settle the body for a purer period of meditation the following morning. In terms of weight, when done correctly and monitored successfully, fasting intermittently is a good way to maintain weight levels, keeping your body at its natural weight. If you have extra pounds to shed or have been functioning at a weight above this natural state, intermittent fasting will initially see you shed those unwanted pounds. There are several different intermittent fasting methods. The one that I prefer the most is a 16-8 method. So you eat during an 8-hour feeding window, such as from 9 to 5, and then you fast from 5 p.m. till 9 a.m. the next day. So you do an 8-hour eating window followed by a 16-hour fasting window. It's incredible that we've made it this far into our webinar today without a post focused solely on the importance of exercise and weight loss. I think, however, that this serves to further impress the importance of diet and other environmental factors on any weight loss journey. Many people get preoccupied with the exercise side of things or the diet and end up not being successful. As I've already mentioned, the key is all about finding what works for you and then creating balance within that. Too much exercise is unhealthy, as is too much dieting. Try different kinds of exercise classes and styles until you find one that you genuinely enjoy. And even at that, you don't need to stick to just one. Just being aware of when your body needs exercise and heeding those cues can be the difference between a successful attempt at weight loss and an unsuccessful one. There are so many new emerging fitness classes and boot camps now that you're bound to find a style that suits your body, goals, and lifestyle, so don't give up. Things like HIIT, high-intensity interval training, complement weight loss as they focus on short periods of high-energy cardio activity, which gets your metabolism moving and boosts your energy through your entire body. What are your favorite kinds of exercise? Please let me know in the comments. I cannot stress the importance of this enough. Allowing yourself to feel tired and rest some days is key to ensuring you get up strong and motivated the next day. It's all about balance. There's no good fitness program or successful diet that I've heard of which doesn't allow for rest days or a little bit of indulgence at times. If you eat well and exercise 6 days a week, allowing yourself a small bit of indulgence on your day off will help you keep going once the next week starts. Acknowledging that you're only human and that your body needs both rest and activity in equal measures is one of the most humbling things about any successful weight loss journey. You begin to understand the ever-fluctuating, impressionable, and changing essence of what we are. And from there, we can start to feed both body and soul with things that it needs to find and maintain its optimum healthy weight. It all comes back to striving for health instead of unhealthy habits and short-term fixes that will only rebound in the form of regained weight. When was the last time you had a me day? The first step here is to make it known that you have a goal and to ask those closest to you or those who you spend time with to respect this personal decision and allow you the space to continue achieving it. By creating space for change, we automatically strive to fill that space with whatever interpretation and action we can to achieve it. Who or what most inspires you to achieve health? Who or what most inhibits you? Consider these questions. Let me know in the comments. That's all for now. That's all for me for now for you guys, but we're just getting started. I really hope you've received some relevant information, maybe even some inspiration from our time together today. I understand that's a lot of information. Please take some time to read over the information or listen to this video again. If you have any further questions, please post them in the comments, or you can send me a private message if you like at my email address, which is pfrank, N like Nancy, D like David. I'll be sure to respond as soon as possible. So again, it's pfranknd at forcesofnature.ca. pfrank, N like Nancy, D like David at forcesofnature.ca. I'm always here to support you. Last but not least, I'd like to say thank you for spending time with me. I'd also love if you would extend some of this gratitude to yourselves for taking a step forward to achieving your weight loss goals. I'm here to help. I hope you've received something valuable from our time together. I wanted to let you know that I also have a free weight loss program. To enroll, just reach out to me and I'll set you up. You'll get a 28-day menu plan. You'll get recipes, shopping lists, motivational tips, tricks, and more. Did I mention that it's totally free? Email me at pfranknd at forcesofnature.ca and I'll send you the link to enroll and the details. Thanks again for joining me. Again, my name is Dr. Pamela Frank. I'm a licensed naturopathic doctor in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Please let me know the number one takeaway you had from this experience in the comments. If you feel like you need more support on this journey, there are so many other things that we can investigate to find out why you might be struggling with your weight. We can do far more in-depth testing for your thyroid than your medical doctor will do. We can investigate your hormones if they're out of balance. We can look at your gut to see if you have a leaky gut and that's causing you weight loss issues. We can check for insulin resistance. There's many functional medicine tests that I can offer that your family doctor or your specialist may not do. So in that respect, if you'd like help with those things, please email me or you can call me at 416-481-0222. Again, 416-481-0222. My goal for you is that you will be able to dream big, dream bold, and dream without any limitations. Take care and talk to you soon.